Hey friends, hope everyone is doing good. Today I'm here again with another Java tutorial. Today we're going to talk about Java variables, how many types of variables we have. Without further ado, let's go ahead and create a project, or we're going to create a class, just simple as that. And we'll go from there. We'll name this class variable or variables in Java. I'm going to do a camel letter, hit the main method, and right here. What are variables? Variables are basically containers, easy, containers that stores data for us in the programming language. Technically, a variable provides us with the named storage that our programs actually can manipulate. And each variable in Java has a specific type, which determines the size and the layout of the variable's memory. The range of the values that can be stored within that memory. We can say also the set of the operations that can be applied to the variable. So it really varies how you want to declare the variables. Types of them, there are three types of the variables we have. There's one called static variables. This is declared with a static keyword. And I like that because you don't need an object for this one to call upon this. There's one called instance variable. This is declared within the class. And then last one is called local variables. And this is declared within a method. Let's go ahead and apply these. Let me delete these. Let's do an instance variable. Public, my bad. What's going on? Public. Public static string. We can name anything. Apartment. Let's say apartment address. Now we're going to put our value to store. We can say Northeast Manhattan. This is basically a static variable. In order to print this in the console, you don't have to create an object, just like local for the local and the instance variable that you have to. All you do is let's just do a print line system.println. You can copy this, or you can just type it back there within the parentheses, and you can get it printed in the console right there. Pretty simple, right? Let's do another one. Let's do the local variable. You got to keep in mind, you can declare a local variable here with like string, let's say room number. Easy, right? So here's the data type we have, the name of the variable, and our value that we would like to store within this variable. I can actually go ahead. There's a secret here I would like to mention. Copy paste this and within the parentheses and get it printed, right? Right there. We got it printed here. You got to keep in mind, if you take this and move it back here within the class body, because it was within the main method, right? You see the error back here? It's giving us basically a fixed option, a try catch or change the room number to static, things like that. So basically, if you move a local variable from the main method within the class, then you would have to create an object of that particular class, which is this one, right? You know how to create an object of a class, right? And just name it A, equal sign, the new keyword, the name again, the constructor, parentheses. There you go. We got an object right here created. So now I can print this without giving me an error. We see the error back here, right? So just say a dot, and it should bring that up. Now I can print it back again without any errors. There you go. 2343, which is the value actually we stored back there, or the memory that is stored that value for us. Instance variables are declared within the class too. We can do another one. We can say int or public int bank account number. It's an integer data type, so you got to keep in mind you can only add up to 9 digits into an integer data type. Let's go ahead and print this. System.println a.bank account number. There you go. So we got everything. Well, let's just let's append one of them here, so that we have, it looks a little, it's got to look a little clean, right? The address is double quotation, the plus sign to append a particular sentence. There you go. The address is Northeast Manhattan. So this is pretty much what variables, what variable is and types of variables we have. That's pretty much it. We can do another thing here just because it's a great day out there. Let's go ahead do a condition and a Boolean. Something extra, right? And A equals, well, let me just write it down first here. So that way you have something back there. We're going to do a condition and a Boolean. So we're going to use some of the integer data types here. We'll say A equals 5, integer B. We're just storing these values there. C. In order to apply, basically, we're gonna put some conditions back there, like logical, and then we use we'll use the Boolean data type, the logical operator, basically, to apply some of the codes, just for your information. Y equals 10. Okay, so in order for us to basically apply this, we're going to use some of the comparison operators, and you guys know what are those. Greater than, equal to, then we can, this is relational. This is a relational operator, fellas. Or we can use some of the logical operators like this, or maybe not equal to. Not that, it's got to be here. Boom. Let's apply this. Let's create a Boolean variable. We'll say compare. Let's say compare. Right, that's a good word, right? Boolean compare. Let's say equals, we can say A is greater than B. My bad. A okay. A is less than equal to B. we're just doing something for fun, right? um, you know what I'm missing here? I'm missing the main method. So these are declared as local variables. So I have to put the main method back here, which I was missing. That is crazy. That is super crazy. All right. This is gotta go within the body of my main method because these are declared in my intention was to actually declare them within the as local variables, not as class variables, basically, or basically within the class. It should work now. There you go. Okay, compare. Let's just, well, let's compare them first ourselves. Okay, compare A, compare variable equals A. Is A less than and equal to B? We're going to run this and see it. True, right? It is less than and equal to B because that's a 7. This is a 6, right? 6 is obviously less than B. I mean, less than 7. Let's do another one. Let's say is greater than, A is greater than B. It should turn false, right? Yeah, because it is not. So the Boolean operator basically, it's a relational operator. It only gives you an answer of false and true. So it is not, right? That's what we're supposed to get. Can we say it equals to B? What do you think? It should be true? No, it's gotta be false because we use the logical operator, the relational operator back there. They're not equal to, right? We can do something else here. We can say compare variable equals A. A is greater than B, and we can use the logical operator here because we wrote it up back there, and say C is less than or greater than, what do we have here? Y. It's going to be true, right? No. You know why? Because A is not greater than B. So what it is, when the code runs, it actually runs based off the first order of the operation you give them back there. So it's not technically actually running. It's kind of crazy, right? It's not running the second portion of the code back here. It's only running this one because A is greater than B. No, it's going to turn false. But C is definitely greater than Y. Of course not. So they're both false. Let's do less than. C is less than Y. It's going to still say false. You know why? Because as I mentioned earlier, although 8, C is less than Y, right? Because that's a number 10 and this is number 8. So you can basically tell that, but it's still gonna run it the way we actually coded it back here. As I was mentioning earlier, it's just gonna run what you have on the first portion of your code. So this is pretty much it. A quick tutorial that I had on variables, and we just did some extra work on condition and Boolean, the Boolean data type or the logical operator that we used with some of the relational operators in the logical operators, just for information. I wish and I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope it was productive and beneficial to you guys. Take care. Have a good day.